It's hot. My face is shiny. This hat may come off my head, but we're going to talk about games. So here we go. Gaming for the past couple of years have been putting in work. I don't know about the year before, the past couple of years, but the past couple of years, it's been putting in work. Elden Ring, a beautiful game, won Game of the Year last year. Everyone still plays it today, beating it with everything in its mama, everything in their mama. They just beating the game. It doesn't matter if it's like no armor, no summons, coconut smile. People's been playing Elden Ring and beating the game, or attempting to beat the game, with everything. Resident Evil 4 Remake reimagined an already chef's kiss of a game, my favorite Resident Evil of all time, to new heights. I gotta play the game, but I already know I'm gonna love it because it looks really cool and like I'm stoked about playing it in like soon. But with that being said, some people are saying that some of these games are bad, trash, garbage. No, hold on, let me get it. Some people are saying that these games are bad, trash, garbage. Like, I'm over here saying, like, hold on, I don't think so. Like, some people say Baldur's Gate is bad, and people have been, like, raving the reviews is awesome, and I myself want to buy the game, but I got other games I need to play. I'm also getting hoarse right now. Hoarse? I can't pronounce that word. Phlegm is in my throat. Anyway, getting back on track here. One game, for example, that completely got clapped as if it just came out with Yo Mama was Forspoken. People said the game was complete garbage, and in my honest opinion, playing the demo, I didn't see anything wrong with it. I thought the game was really good, but it got me thinking, maybe something is wrong with me. Maybe I turned my brain down to potato status, turtle status, to the point where when I play games, I'm like, I dig it. I don't know. But I was thinking, and I came up with a solution or an idea. I essentially break games down into 4 classes. But before we get into those 4 classes, as I change into several cartoon characters, my name is NeonBeatGames. Welcome to DLC Digital Lounge Content. And this here show in particular is Neon's SideQuest. Yes, I did not promote the show at all because I just came up with it this week. This is what happens when you're in the world of Neon, when you're in the Neon Vibeverse. You're going to get chaos like this. But basically the idea of this show is going to talk about everything that's not reviews or anything else that comes to mind and whatnot. We probably going to confuse it with another show, but let's get back on track, shall we? I broke the games down, or how I view them, into 4 classes. Class number 1, dumb fun. If you see a baby time skip, no you didn't. Anyway, so I classify games into 4 classes. Class number 1, dumb fun. It's about the mechanics being over the top. It's about everything being over the top. You enjoy this with your friends, or you can enjoy this solo. Number 2, my brain froze. Number 2, story driven. It is time for your heart and yourself to have a good cry by the end of the story, after you've gotten mad at several characters because, man, they're quite believable. Number 3, time passes. I'm going to play you for a little bit, but, it's to take a break from the other ones and simply to get from point A to point B to the next game, something like that. I may lose interest halfway through. Yeah. Number 4, serotonin. These games is most of the games that I play. I'm going to feel the joy, the awesomeness. It's a game class where it's a jack of all trades, a master of none, and it don't have to be a master of anything. It just comes together like a boss, and it just feels just right. So let's talk about this a little bit more. First, we'll go with the serotonin class. Like I said, it's a jack of all trades and a master of none. But the idea is that everything works so perfectly well together that the mechanics, the story, the levels, they make up for each other. And they do a good job where, to me, I'm just like, yo, one of my favorite games of all time. And I don't throw it around lightly. Watch, you're going to see every game I talk about, favorite game of all time. But, but yeah, They make me happy. They make me smile. They make me feel good on the inside. Games that will fall under this classification would be Monster Sanctuary, which is one of my favorite games of all time. It is a game that does everything right, and I enjoy it. I enjoy playing that game. So the next one we're going to talk about is the Time Passers. Oh my goodness, I got something in my eye. I may actually skip this. Okay, anyway. Number 2 oh wait, oh my goodness, hold on. Nothing like randomly getting something in your eye while you're talking about games. Like, geez Louise. I think I'm good though. Alright, number 2, Time Passers. It's simple. They're gonna pass the time. Oh my goodness, I'm still out of my eye. They're gonna pass the time. I'm not gonna be too invested into them because they just really don't grab my attention. It's not on the games on me. Like, legit, some games that were time passers, I came back to them. I was like, I enjoy this game. I can't think of any games right now, so you're just gonna have to take my word for it. But yeah, this is it's simple. Time passers, point A, point B, take a break from the other classes. Oh my goodness, my eye. Take a break from the other classes and so on and so forth. 1 sec. I really just said 1 sec as if I was talking live. But we're gonna keep that in there. Anyway, class number 3. Let's keep it moving. Class number 3, story driven. These games, oh man, these games, they're gonna make you cry. They're gonna make me cry. Ugly cry. Like, flat out tears running down my face, snot coming from my nose. Not pretty at all. Not pretty at all. Games like this would be Life is Strange. I'm saying Life on Earth. Life is Strange. Life on Earth is sad. But no, Life is Strange is an example of a game like this. I play these games to become emotionally invested. If I'm aware that's what these games do, because I'm ready to get like into the story and really like put my own thought process and my own spin to it. Some games come out of left field and just turn into these games like this. It's a really cool class, and the idea of this class is to really, it's story heavy. The story heavy is all about taking you on an adventure and leaving you with either a life lesson or just a whole bunch of sorrow. And last but not least, it's dumb fun. Now, these dumb fun games, they're not meant to have a story. No, the story will take you from point A to point B. The characters that tell the story will more than not have enough charm to them to make the story, I'm intrigued. It's basically, it'll keep you immersed into the dumb fun rather than just being delivered blindly and whatnot. But the idea is that you're playing these games for the over-the-top action, the over-the-top storytelling, the over-the-top mechanics. Freaking Borderlands is a perfect example of that game class. I played Borderlands 1 and 2. I haven't played 3. And I played some of Tiny Tina's Wonderland. And in Borderlands 2, one of my favorite things was to get that gun that screamed. Like, I'm not going to try to imitate it. Wait, maybe I should. It's the gun that screams, okay? I can't imitate it. But I always made one of my friends laugh, while my other friend would be annoyed. And I didn't care, because it was hilarious. And one time, he actually traded with me for the gun, because my inventory was full, and he dropped the gun. I halted the whole campaign just to get that gun back. And somehow I never got 2 guns, so I was up there dual wielding this, because that gun, anyone who played Borderlands 2 know that gun has the worst recoil in the world. Like, one shot, like, you're looking in front of you, one shot, you're looking up in the air, and you're just like, I don't know how I got here. But yeah, it's dumb fun. It's dumb fun in class games. Is good when you're playing with friends, but also really good when you're playing solo too. So it is just like, it's hilarious. I really enjoy dumb fun games. I'm sitting here thinking, like, did I go into a breakdown of other games too? I did. If I didn't, I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. This is how I talk in real life. I talk and lose track, and then conversation jumps back. Anyway, but when I think about it, that's how I break down the different games for myself personally. comment below if you do the same thing. Comment below if you agree. And, if you happen to comment, maybe next week, perhaps, the comment will appear in the video and, we chat about it a little bit. But, yeah, I think that's what I normally do. So, any bad games I come across, they have to be actively terrible. Like, slow, hollow lines, mechanics so broken that, let's say you're playing a fighting game, you throw a punch and you lose life from throwing a punch, but it's not meant to be that way. Like, it has to be something that's really, really that makes me say that a game is bad personally. Otherwise, they fall under those classifications or a mixture of those different classifications. So I guess that's how I view games. I mean, that's how I view games. I guess I'm gonna do a whole video talking about how I view games, and my conclusion is, I guess that's how I view games. But with that being said, tell me if you view them the same way. Throw in, maybe an extra classification of, garbage games. I don't know what that face is gonna look like because I didn't look at the camera, but yeah. And yeah, vibe out with me in the comment section. With that being said, tomorrow we're going to talk about the top 10 games that should be on PlayStation Premium. Because PlayStation Premium is trying to pop off, but they need to get these games. Sony, if you're watching this, you need to get these 10 games on there. I guarantee you, people will be paying for the subscription service. If you get one of these 10 games, if you get all these 10 games on there, it's done. It's done. It's done. That's it. But yeah, tune in tomorrow to find out what these 10 games are. With that being said, have a good night, sweet dreams, game on, halcyon days, or a good day, or a good evening, depending on when you're watching this. And we live by the motto of live, love, and halcyon days. By the way, follow my social media. It's in the description, link in the description below. Drop me a sub, drop me a like, help a brother out. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. But yes, vibe out with me. More Digital Lounge content coming tomorrow, and hopefully next week. And yeah,